You're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio. iLive Radio.
Welcome. What's up? Hello, listeners. This is episode number 5 of Ivy Talks. This is your host, Draya Ivy. I'm sitting here alongside a hip-hop veteran / legendary rapper from Atlanta. Oh yeah, by the way, reporting live from Atlanta, Georgia. Why not? During what's going on, a huge music conference in 3C. It's been going on all week, so then that's been madness. But, besides the segues, I'm sitting here with the legendary hip-hop artist, Mr. Slimm Calhoun.
Yeah.
How you doing?
What's up?
What's going on?
Man, just out here, networking, moving around the city, doing what I do.
All right.
Hanging out with you.
Hanging out with me.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming by. I have to thank you from the beginning to the end, of course. Thank you, I appreciate that. It's going to be dope to be able to chop it up with you and discuss a little music history, and just what's going on now. You know what I mean? Like where we're at an interesting point in the hip hop culture, what I would consider. So let's talk. Let's start from the beginning. Can you tell me a little bit, like, for some of my listeners who may not be so privy to your history in the hip hop game? Go ahead.
For history, I was Outkast first artist. Started from part of the Dungeon family. Started with Mr. DJ. That was my own level. We were making records back in the early 90s together. That's where it pretty much started as far as my rap career. But even prior to all that, I've been recording and writing since I was a child, pretty much. I used to be the road manager for Mr. If you know Bobby V. I used to be their road manager back when I was like 17. Started with Ian Burke and Sean Johnson. They put me in the game. And then I worked with Eric Johnston and Ian with Mr. at iLive. So been doing a little music for a little while. Just a little while.
A little while
Yeah.
since, so we're talking what, early 90s, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Professionally.
And since then, no looking back.
Why would I?
And wait a minute, you guys started here in Atlanta?
I did.
You are an Atlanta native.
Yeah, from the South Side, College Park. That's where I started at. Just doing what I do.
Doing what you do. So you said you were Outkast's first artist.
Yeah, Criminal Records. Yeah, I might remember that. Criminal Records, I was the first artist. Killer Mike came right after me, and we jumped the ship off.
All right. So, yeah, because Dungeon Family, so it was you.
Yeah. But as far as the Dungeon Family, of course, that's myself, Killer Mike, Outkast, Goody Mob, Backbone, Cool Breeze, Wedge Doctor, Organized Noise, Big Road.
It's
a host of others. We deep, real deep. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you are. You guys definitely are. It's funny because like a lot of people will say now that Atlanta is like running the hip hop game. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of influence and sound. But then you think back to those days, and it's like that would happen then too. You know what I'm saying? Like Atlanta has been, in terms of music.
We've been in the mix for a minute. Shout out to Dallas Austin, Jermaine Dupree,
yes.
L.A. Reid, Pebbles.
Of course.
They helped pave the way for a lot of us. Jermaine with Chris Cross, of course. He set that off. He had Silk Time Leather back when he was like 14. So it's been a lot of stuff. Kilo Ali, Sammy Sam, that's Atlanta history. Raheem the Dream, the original Atlanta sound. So, MC Shadi. A lot of great music that came out of the city back in the late 80s. You did. So, we've been around. We've been on the scene for a minute, but it took us a minute to really get in. Of course, New York and LA had it on lock.
Shout out to New York.
Originally, but it's our time to keep shining. You did.
I respect it. I love it here. I love it here. I love the people. I love the Southern hospitality. Like it's just the talent here is still like, like being even a songwriter myself, relatively new still, but you know, like, and what I feel when I come here in terms of music is like you don't really feel that in any other city.
Right, so yeah, I mean, we got a lot of diversity down here. You got all types of music, a lot of different influences down here. And then we're a melting pot, you know what I'm saying? So you got a lot of people who have moved here, have, you know, brought parts of their cultures and influences from the cities and states that they're from, and it's been meshed, you know, we're still on the map.
Still on the map.
Yeah.
Still running the scene.
Why not?
ATL Shawty, right? How do y'all say it? I can't say it.
ATL Shawty. Yeah.
That's dope. So, being that you started at a time that was prior to like social media, for
Right.
instance, how do you feel like social media has played a role in like the industry?
Well, I mean, social media itself, you know, you got to watch what you're looking at because there's so many ways, you know, it's a lot of whip out here. When I say whip, you know, you can buy followers and make it look good and,
Right.
and dress it up certain ways. And so a lot of people create that illusion and make certain things a little bigger than what's really going on around them. And then and so it makes it a little harder for people to decipher what's real and what's fake. That's pretty much the main thing. And then just the accessibility with the internet as a whole, you know, everybody has access to the internet. Everybody has a voice now, whereas back then before social media and the internet and all of that, you only had, you know, those certain select artists to check for, you know what I'm saying? So everything was concentrated on certain people back then. But like I said, now the game is wide open. It's an anybody market. Anybody can get hot at any moment. So, you know, you just got to get out here, beat the internet up, beat the streets up, and see what you got.
Yeah, I hear that. I agree. You know, I think in terms of, you're right, like in terms of reach, you know, the reach to you know, hear people's music that, like, say, from, you know, from another country, for instance.
Right.
You know, like the influence even of like you, like for instance with Afrobeats now,
Right.
coming from Africa to over here, so now you're hearing it like where these mainstream R&B artists are like using those type of beats. You hear like, you know, like the power of the internet.
Right,
you know
right,
what I'm saying?
People
Like,
merge in different genres and create new music.
I mean, and it's dope. I mean, that part of it is a good thing. But yeah, when you're saying, when you made reference to what did you say, whiff? What was it?
Oh, whip.
Oh,
yeah,
whip.
putting a whip on it, you know. that putting cut on it, you know. Making it, blowing it up, making it a little more than what it really is. You know?
All right,
So,
okay.
A lot of cap, as they say, you know.
A lot of cap. Okay, so you know, speaking of social media, what's your opinion on the Atlanta top rappers list? I'm sure you.
Atlanta top rapper.
You heard of it? It's that,
Oh, you talking
that
about?
post that was on
you know,
Instagram.
everybody. You know, listen. I don't get into people's personal opinions and all that. You can like who you like. That's your business. And whoever your top 50 are, that's your top 50.
Right.
You dig? But I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, it's an opinion. That's an opinion. You
Yeah.
know, and the people who create those lists, they just one person with an opinion, and that's their top 50. Cool, kudos to you.
So basically, it's whatever to you.
It's whatever, man. Everybody got to do what
It's,
they
no,
do.
I respect it.
And everybody ain't gonna make their list, so
No, I respect it.
it's all good.
I mean, you know, everyone on the list, all of them. Come on. Like,
Some
You know,
of them I agree with, and a lot of them I don't.
you know, like, but I mean, that's like you said, like, who is to say who would be right? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
everyone has their own opinion. Everyone feels a certain way.
You gotta look at it from the age of the person who made that list, maybe some different factors, because a lot of some of the artists that I saw that were a lot newer, younger artists, more than a lot of artists who actually helped pioneer the game in this city. So, of course, I think whoever made that personal list that I looked at probably is somebody that's a lot younger and with a little less knowledge on what's going on. But they did have my homeboy Backbone on there, so one time when they did, of course, Cass was on there and a couple members out of Good Mob. So, you know, I ain't mad. As long as some of the squad on the list, we good.
Yeah, I mean, no, they have reputable people on the list, like, of course, like, but, so, all right, what are some words of, like, encouragement that you could give to, like, an aspiring artist nowadays to help them maybe, I I don't know, like learn how to like brace themselves for what really is the music industry?
I mean, the main thing is just getting out here, networking, and being true to yourself, whatever it is that you're trying to project, the image that you want to be seen out there. If different people make different types of music, I don't, care to choose, what I'm saying, one particular style over another. Whatever you do is what you do. Different people like different things because it's artists that I didn't like growing up that sold a lot of records, and it's artists that I did like a lot growing up that didn't sell a lot of records. So, everything is what it is. You can like what you like, and people gonna listen to what they gravitate to. But just get out here, do what you do, network, be true to yourself, and find a way to build your base.
Be true to yourself.
Yeah.
Be true to yourself. So, is that okay? Be true to yourself. What does that mean to you?
Whatever you are, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you feel, like I said, whatever you want to put out here into the universe and project as what you want to be seen as, what you want to be viewed as, the type of music that like you might be somebody who like to make dance records. If that's what you do, then, that's what you do. I remember a long time ago when Soulja Boy first came out, there was a lot of, what it is, and all this dancing and this, that, and the other. Now, me coming from Atlanta, we grew up dancing.
Of course. Yeah.
That's what we did as kids. And I was like, what do they want somebody 15, 16 years old to be rapping about?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he having fun as a 15, 16, 17-year-old kid dancing.
Kid.
What else should he be talking about?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, do what you do, whatever makes sense for what you got going on. Put it out there and see what you get back.
I hear that. I mean, it's genuine if it's true to yourself.
Right,
So
and that's the main thing. That's the easiest way to continue to progress, is if you continue to be true to yourself, then that's going to make the road a lot easier. But if you out here trying to replicate somebody else is doing and things of that nature, you're going to always be searching, trying to find something else that somebody else is doing. And that's not going to be true to yourself. You're going to get lost at some point.
Right.
It ain't you. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, so how was that for you, like as someone that has such a deep history in the hip hop game? Like, do you feel like at any point, I'm sure, but do you feel like at any point your integrity was tested, or something like came up that, for instance, you had to maybe sacrifice a bit of
what I want, who I was?
Who you were.
Not necessarily, because just the blessing of coming up through the crew that I'm with, I mean, that's a big part of our squad, is being yourself. That's what drew them to want to fool with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what drew me to being around them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is different. You don't have a lot of crews necessarily where you got a lot of rappers now that click up, but they all kind of on the same vibe.
Right.
We pretty much, everybody got their own or whatever to whatever it is they do. So that's one of the main things that I would say probably drew them to even noticing what I had going on. It's like, okay, this cat got something going on in his own lane. And so I just was pretty much blessed from that standpoint. I mean, labels sometimes try to throw out little things. Hey, you should try to do this, or you should try to do that. Mm-hmm. It's up to you to be smart to know what makes sense for your career and what you need to be doing. I actually was thinking about, I was watching the awards the other night, and I was thinking about things, and I was like, it's things that I didn't do back then that labels kind of was saying. I'm like, I wonder if I would have did that. Well, where would I be? You know what I mean? So, like I say, as long as you people can give you suggestions, but be true to yourself. You don't want to get out here and be on the cornball stuff. Some folks looking for gimmicks, some folks ain't. You know what I mean? And like I say, I try to stay true to what I believe in and what I'm doing. I like all types of music. You know what I mean? I dabble in a little bit of all different things musically. So I'm trying a few things that would not be the norm for me, but that's just trying to grow. As an artist.
As an artist, right. Expanding your music a little bit.
Exactly.
Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. So, how do you see, the state of the culture now? Like the state of the culture. How do you see hip hop today, like you said, like you look at, you look at shows and you think, man, if I would have did that, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's now I will say this, like even watching the award show the other night, that was one of the better.
Which award show?
The BET Awards
Okay.
the other night. That was one of the better award shows to me over the last few years because they put a lot more. I think a lot more spotlight was on artists with a lot more content. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Or
good, yeah.
substance to me personally. I really got into that. You know, they had the ciphers going on, and they had the little hip hop battle and things like that. And those are elements in which hip hop were actually started on. You know, just folk rapping on the corner. You know, just kicking what they was kicking. You know, I really dig that. So, you know, the culture as a whole, I see a lot more merging of different genres of music, most definitely.
Right.
Of course, you had Lil Nas X with the you know, the merging with the country
and
big. The rap, definitely.
That was big.
I hear a lot more. I just was at a showcase a couple nights ago, and you're gonna get a lot more rock and rap. You know, we had the alternative, but the blending of the sound, you know what I'm saying, and people trying and stepping out the normal element. I hear a lot more content based in real rap, you know what I'm saying, real hip hop coming back, you know, a lot more people saying a lot more, you know what I'm saying, being heard, and it's just, music changes with what's going on in the world,
Right.
you know what I mean, depending on what's going on out here. So with a lot of the stuff that's been going on, maybe with our president and some of the other stuff in the government,
Right.
whatnot, police brutality and things like that, you're starting to get more people putting a little more message in some of the things that they're saying. It ain't just party 24/7. So I see a lot more of that stuff, you know, getting a lot more traction these days.
I mean, we need that.
Yeah,
We need
definitely. You know, so get these folks with content, y'all.
Yes, it's a must. No, I think we're in a time where, as creatives, we feel the need to put that out there. Like, you know, all right, this is going on, but hey, we see that this is going on.
Right.
But you know, we're still gonna make this money. We're still gonna do this, and this. But we need to inform.
What you know, you got a voice. You know, and especially with the artists that are making noise. You know, out here in the forefront now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They have to continue to give these folks something other than just the norm.
Right.
You know, everybody.
Something to think about.
Yeah,
Something to think
definitely.
about.
You can't sell drugs. But I mean, in one way, you dig. So you know, that is what it is.
Yeah, no, I mean,
that ain't all everybody doing.
Yeah. Like, we don't have to hear the same story over and over again.
Right.
At least be creative. Like,
right.
You
got
know,
some other stuff you're doing in between all this. You know what I mean? Let's tell some of those stories. So, like I said, just get, you know, a little more content, and I see a lot more of that coming around.
I respect that, and I agree. So, speaking of that, like, who are some artists nowadays that you're like, yo, you know what? I rock with that person.
I like Lil Baby.
All right, shout
I
out
like
to
the Baby.
Shout out to Baby.
Definitely. Of course, Future, you know, that's home team, that's Lil Bro. He was part of the Dungeon family, you know, that's Rico Wade cuz. So, definitely one of my partners and favorites.
2 Chainz.
2 Chainz, that's my homeboy, Southside. One time for 2 Chainz, one time for that White Dollar. I mean, it's a lot of artists I listen to. I'm trying to think of who I down. Pee Wee Longway. I'm a Longway fan. You know, just wordplay. I like his wordplay. Dro, of course, that's one of my favorites. I mean, I like a lot of artists. You know, I listen to a little bit of everything. Now, like I said, with the internet, it's a lot more music out here that I hear. It's songs that I like, but I don't know a lot of the artists' names. I know the song. So that's another thing to it, because you get so much so fast these days. You know, there's records that I do know. I find myself Shazamming a lot. You know, trying to see what's happening and who is who. So the Lizzo, What's up? Lizzo, I like her, you know what I'm saying? Just the different vibes, you know what I'm saying? I'm with a lot of different vibes. But I can tell you this, like I said, I went to a showcase the other night, and all the artists that were in there were dope, you know what I'm saying? And I heard a lot of different styles, but everybody had something that was a little different than the norm. And to see consistency, but different consistency in one room was a beautiful thing. So, like I said, the music is evolving and times are changing, and we're about to catch another wave soon. Trust me, rap music gonna catch another wave.
What kind of wave?
Just a different vibe. It's not gonna be what you're used to hearing on the radio right now. It's gonna start. It's gonna start transitioning to a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? It may be a little bit of what's still going on, but you're gonna start seeing something else. And like I said, a lot more content.
Right. A lot more content. I believe it with dropping pillows and all that. No, but I do believe that. I believe with everything that's going on, there's going to be a lot more content and a lot more artists that are going to really put their work out there, but we're really saying something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but I look forward to that. So
and the other thing to it is what you have to realize, like I was saying, even with the internet and social media and different things, like you still need money to take off in this game. But you're getting a lot of artists who are getting a lot of natural traction who don't, because a lot of the real, quote unquote, real artists who really are into it usually aren't the ones with the money. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of starving artists.
The hustle.
Right, but a lot of them now, because of the internet, are able to have a bigger voice.
Yeah.
Because they can actually get out there and be heard in a different light. They ain't having to pay, be DJs or pay whoever to be on this platform or this, that, and the other. And there's so many, like I said, with free promotion with social media, you have a way to actually get out there and be heard. I got a little cousin out of Savannah, Georgia, LaShawn Love. And he don't have a big following. He don't know a whole lot of people, but he doing numbers. You know what I'm saying, with his music. And part of it, he knows what he's doing with his music, and he knows how to execute his digital game on these different platforms, and he's able to get a reach. So it's a lot. Like I said, man, it's all about understanding what's going on, business-wise, because to be honest, like I said, you definitely want to have content that's going to give you sustainability.
Right.
But it's really understanding the business that you're in and understanding how to maximize the business. And the bulk of that now is digital. So you got to know how to work and move around on that computer. And you can make some noise and make you some money.
We're living in the world of the internet.
Definitely.
No, I mean, I agree. But that's the hard part, because usually creatives, they don't want to be on the manager side. But in the sense, like, if you do know how to manage your creativity, like, it makes a world of difference.
It makes it. Well, but that's the thing. Now you're having a lot more artists having to control what's going on, the future of whatever it is they're trying to put out there. Understand that, hey, I got to be the businessman and I got to be the artist. I got to be able to understand what I need to do to get my music heard, and then I need to be able to still create this music. So you got to know the big. I mean, but really that's in life, period. I don't care what you get into. You got to know what the business is. Right. You know what I mean? If you don't know the business, it's gonna be a long road for you. So,
it's gonna be an uncomfortable long road ahead.
That's a tough ride sometimes. A lot of money can get spent, and you be like, man, I'm just spending my time and we ain't getting nowhere. So it's understanding how to execute and make the most of what it is you're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm still learning. I've been doing this almost 30 years professionally. And, the game has changed. So I'm still learning the new moves and new things. And I've been networking and meeting a lot of great people and being put in positions to actually, take advantage of different things. So, like I said, build your network, build your content, Get out here and see what you got.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Again, I gotta thank you for coming.
I appreciate it.
We're not done yet. We're not done yet. but we will be soon. Outside of that, like, I wanted to thank you for coming by.
It's all good.
I'm just saying that in the word, but what's up? Okay, sorry, I'm messing up.
It's all good.
We'll edit that out, hopefully. But outside of that, so all right. You think that staying true to yourself, putting out the content, seeing how it goes. So when do you think someone should feel like, you know what, maybe this is not for me? Like, do you really go by that whole idea of like never giving up on a dream? Or do you feel like there has to be a moment of maybe like...
It's tough. I ain't gonna even lie. It's tough because
a lot of aspiring artists...
I know some older people who are still trying to do certain things in music. So you don't want to kill some people's dreams. But some of these folks do need to give it up. I ain't gonna lie. And it ain't that. I mean...
Because they're not good?
Well, they're not good. And you're never actually excelling or elevating what it is. You're not getting better. I know some cats who've been doing music a long time, but they never gotten better.
Right.
For whatever reason. Maybe they just don't get it. Certain things just ain't for everybody.
Right.
You can have a love for something, but I wanted to be a professional football player, but that ain't what's going on. So, you can have a love for something, but that just might not be your passion.
Right.
Maybe you should do something else in that field. Maybe you're better at doing, I don't know, managing artists.
Right.
Maybe some artists maybe never try to be a producer, but maybe they can make beats. You never know. Certain things. But like I said, I don't never try to kill nobody's dreams. Do what you do. Like I said, it's an anybody market, so anybody can get on at any moment. You just got to be able to get out here and get a following going, man. And if you can build your brand and build your name and find a following, do that. You don't have to be the Jay-Z.
Right.
Or the Beyonce, or the
right.
big dogs, There's room for everybody nowadays, Like I tell people, you could be an artist who have a consistent following. You put out, because pretty much everybody independent now. So you can put out independent records through some of these platforms. You could, but you could be consistently selling 5,000 pieces, 2,000 pieces, making $7-8 a record. Okay, you making $15,000, $20,000 off of that. If you can move 2,000 pieces, but you got a fan base. Now you're making $1,000 a show, which don't sound like I'm making $1,000 a night. But if you do 100 shows in a year at $1,000, you done made 100,000. You did. So you got to understand how to find that base and find who you are out here. Everybody now won't be the big dog, but you can still live and make a living at being an entertainer. It's just finding where you fit in that spectrum. So, get out here, do what you do, put your music out here, build your base, stay consistent. Consistency is the main thing, is being consistent. And continuing to draw an attraction to yourself, having a reason for people to want to listen to the content that you got and check out the content you got going on. So that's the main thing, really just finding your base, whoever that is. Like I said, it's all kind of music out here. Exactly. It's all kind of, it's music that you'll never hear in the clubs. It's artists you never gonna hear of. And these folk out here making $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, $500,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't selling no millions of records.
Right.
They 20. You sell 20,000. You can move 20,000 pieces. You done made a couple $100,000 off of that. You feel me? You doing 100 shows at $2,500. Exactly. You done made $250. Now you done made $300,000-$400,000 in a year. Exactly. Ain't sold with 20,000 records. Yeah. Only making $2,500 a night. And you can get $2,500 out of a lot of spots. I promise you guys. These folks paying big artists real money, you feel me? Like 20, 30, 40,000 to come to a club. So 2,500 to open up for somebody, But like I said, you doing that 100 times. You do that 50 times. at 2,500, you still made $100,000. You feel me? So yeah, 50 days out of 365.
Exactly.
2,500, you still make 100,000. Y'all can do the math.
Exactly.
It ain't that hard.
So, I mean, give me your history. So you're a huge advocate of self-branding, becoming your own.
I mean, that's what's going on. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it really, that's always been a part of entertainment. Artists always would continue to brand themselves. They may have had extra help as far as promoting themselves across the nation, across the world.
Mm-hmm.
But your initial whatever, you still had to get out here and find a base, find people that was going to gravitate to what it is you had going on just to get a buzz going.
Right.
And then labels kicked in and helped push that buzz out there. But now you have the internet that's helping you push that buzz out there. So it comes back down to understanding the internet, how to maximize and use that different platform to help you build your brand.
Yeah, I hear that. So let's reminisce for a little bit. Let's go on another avenue here. Like, what was like a really, let's say, dope experience you had touring? Like, since you started so young. Or maybe
I had a lot of dope experiences.
Top three.
Like
top three that just
top
popped in
three.
your mind.
The Gorge at George. We performed at the Gorge at George. If y'all don't know what that is, look that up. But it's a dope spot. I think that's in Seattle, Washington.
What's it called again?
The Gorge at George.
The Gorge at George.
Yeah, but it's basically like the Gorge at George is basically George. It's like the Grand Canyon. Mm-hmm. If you know what the Grand Canyon is, it's similar to that. So it's a big open field. You have to drive up, you know, the narrow, crazy stuff like you see on the cartoon when you look over, it might fall 1,000 feet. You drive up into this big field with a stage, and the backdrop, the back of the stage is the back of the canyon going down in the canyon. So that, to me, that was one of the dopest venues I ever played. Touring overseas on the Eminem tour with Eminem. That was dope. First, me and Proof linked up day one. And rest in peace, my partner Proof D12. But that, you know, just going overseas for the first time and performing and being out there with Outkast, Eminem, you know, seeing thousands of people in the venue, you know what I'm saying your lyrics. And these folks speak a whole nother language, but they rapping your lyrics. Yeah, so that's crazy, you know what I mean? But we done had a lot of fun, you know, just out there on the road and moving around, you know what I mean? Touring is always fun.
All right, so
seeing the world. I mean, you can't who gonna ever hate traveling and seeing the world?
How could you ever hate on traveling and seeing the world?
Yeah.
So you literally saw the world.
Definitely.
Every continent.
Yeah. Well, not every continent, but most of them.
Nice.
I haven't been to Asia, so I'm trying to get to Asia.
Nice.
I haven't been to Africa, so I'm trying to do Africa and Asia.
Well,
we on the way soon, baby.
I haven't been to Africa or Asia either, so I'm with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you, but that's definitely on the list. You have fans that reach out to you still, and like that maybe like remember like your older records from like back in the day.
I get that every day, so you know, I mean, of course, with social media,
yeah,
you know, people always letting you know what's going on. I just was looking at my Instagram earlier. A couple folks were posting some of my old music, telling me, you know, one thing I do get, and I'm glad, you know, it worked out however it worked out. But I get a lot of people who tell me just with my first album, the what it meant to them and how it affected their life. Right. So, you know, for me, just even with that one body of work, and the different, you know, the comments that I always got just off of the first project I ever did that was put out to the masses, just the response of that and still getting the same type of response to this day is a blessing in itself.
Sounds like it.
For what it did for a lot of different people. So, you know, powers to the Almighty, and you know, using me as a vessel.
Do you have any kids?
Yeah.
How old are they, if you don't mind me asking?
2 and yeah. Well, I take it back. It will be 2. What the day is?
Today's 11.
It'll be 2 on the 18th.
What?
18.
Happy birthday to you,
Yep.
son. And you only have 1?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's still pretty small. He's only 2. So this hasn't like come up yet, or nor are you anywhere near it. But I'm not anywhere near it either. But my daughter's 9. But when he gets older, like say if he wanted to do something in music, like how would you feel about it?
It's on him.
Yeah, you'd be cool with it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't.
So whatever, you know. Listen.
Like,
have
to
people have to follow their heart, and whatever it is that you're trying to do in life, it's all about what you have true passion for first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Most people don't even get a chance in life to do what they really want to do. A lot of people are forced to do what they have to do because of life. Right. But anybody who gets an opportunity to do whatever it is that they are trying to do, you know, like I say, it don't matter what you're trying to do as long as you're trying to be the best at it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Be creative. See how you can reinvent and you know, take it to another level. That's the main thing.
Take it to another level. So, what about now? Like in terms of, like if say for instance, if someone hit you up and like they were like, yo, we're gonna do like a, you know, Dungeon Family tour, and we're gonna hit the world tour, like literally a world tour. Would you go now?
Definitely.
Like as a reunion or something like that? You know how they did the Bad Boy reunion?
Yeah, no doubt. Why wouldn't I?
No, I'm just wondering, like, I don't mean it like that. Like, I mean it in the sense of, like, maybe you feel like, you know, like,
No,
you know, it is, like, taxing on your body. It is, you know, it's not
actually, it's more relaxing for me.
Really? I heard a lot of artists tell me
It's
that.
taxing being in the city.
Oh, wow. No,
I
I mean,
deal with this traffic every day. I want to be on the bus and the plane, just sitting back riding, man, seeing the world. Why not?
Why not? No, I agree with you. But I've just had artists say that, you know, touring is stressful. So
it can be, but it's just, different things are different for everybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? But as far as, I mean, it's a lot of time involved.
Yeah.
It's, you know, you lose the track of the days.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because you just different cities every day, flights 2-3 times a day sometimes.
Madness.
So, you know, but it really, you know, as long as you got good company around you, man, it ain't that hard. I mean, it's like I say, it can be taxing, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, man, anything beat, you know, driving around these streets.
Or doing something that you hate or don't potentially love.
But, you know, like I said, I'm blessed that, with my success, that I've been able to continue to do what I want to do, how I want to do it, and been doing more film stuff and things like that. So that's been a lot more. Yeah. Now,
Nice.
So that's a lot more of my focus. But we're still doing the music. I got artists that I'm working with. I'm still putting my music out. I got an artist, Riggin' Tone, I'm working with right now. He got a lot of dope music out of Mississippi.
Okay.
So y'all check for him. I just with my partner Jay Sweet, Jamaican. He got some dope out right now. He just put the video online and record. He got with Beanie Man, and he did the showcase the other night. It had a great response.
Nice.
So y'all be ready because he might be about to take off. And then like I said, I got a couple other artists that I'm fooling with. Ayo, making some noise on the internet. My little cousin Sean Love making some noise. So it's just staying out here, staying in tune, staying intact with what's going on, man. Just, you know, doing what I do. Like I said, it's anybody market. There's a lot going on. I'm just tying myself into any and everything that I need to be a part of, and
that's inspiring.
just pushing it to the limit.
That's inspiring.
Yeah.
That's inspiring. Because in that sense, you're running it from a different angle, but you're still in music, you're doing your thing. Mm-hmm. You're out here. You took the time to come kick it with me.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think we need more people like you talking to us, like, you know, like a younger group of creatives, and I don't mean like you're old, but you know.
No, I'm with you just a little, just with the knowledge. Just
with the knowledge and the inspiration to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like pursue our passions and really, it's an anybody market.
Anybody, man. Try your chance at the lottery, man. It might be you, the next woman.
But anyways, I'm going to be wrapping it up. Again, I wanted to thank you so much for coming by.
No problem. I
At
appreciate you.
_Ivy Talks.
Okay.
It's been great kicking it and rocking with you and hearing all about your history in the game, where you think the game is now, and it's been truly inspiring for real.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you. And to the listeners, of course, thank you guys for listening and thank you guys for watching. And please follow us at _Ivy Talks. Slimm Calhoun. We out.
All these lonely girls wanna fuck. It's okay. That's alright, girl. That's okay. That's alright, girl. That's okay. Keep calling me and begging me and blowing me up. It's okay. That's alright, girl. That's okay. That's alright, girl. That's okay.
My game slicker than slow tongue. Get your main hoe sprung, choking on my blow gun. He swallowed all my bubble gum. Said it was so yum yum, all up in the tum tum. Playboy, you the dumb dumb. Now what? What? Last night I was in them guts. A young player cut yo. What? She was just trying to get a nut. And we gon' meet back at the hut. Come on.
All these lonely girls wanna fuck. It's okay. That's alright, girl. That's okay. That's alright, girl. That's okay. Keep calling me and begging me and blowing me up. It's okay. That's alright, girl. That's okay. That's alright, girl. That's okay.
A-Town, late nights, fell off in 112, posted up as usual downstairs with a couple of Clydesdales, sipping Zinfandel. Got a sack of good, take a whip and hail. Blaze up, hate the ball and bail. Got some late cut, she sure know how to shake her tail. The way I hit it, make her wanna break up and leave a man. Made up and cheat again, caked up, late low, confident, tucked her in. Next week she said she'll bring a friend. Come on.
All these lonely girls wanna fuck. It's okay. That's alright, girl. That's okay. That's alright, girl. That's okay. Keep calling me and begging me and blowing me up. It's okay. That's alright, girl. That's okay. That's alright, girl. That's okay.
She said I love my man. We got our ups and downs and I'll get lonely and wanna boo-hoo to someone who might understand. Stand how to make a girl feel like Alice in Wonderland. Wonderland. If she can come home with guilt on her mind, really all she truly wants to know is that she feel fine. After day you better tell her, oh, another feller, better getting, sitting, chitting, spitting, hitting.
All these lonely girls wanna fuck. It's okay. That's alright, girl. That's okay. That's alright, girl. That's okay. Keep calling me and begging me and blowing me up. It's okay. That's alright, girl. That's okay. That's alright, girl. That's okay. All these lonely girls wanna fuck. It's okay. That's alright, girl. That's okay. That's alright, girl. That's okay. Keep calling me and begging me and blowing me up.
Yeah. Calhoun.
Tell me what you running from. It's good to get some bubble gum. Think it's just puppy love. I'm a player, baby, I stay above. Tell me what you running from. It's good to get some bubble gum. I think it's just puppy love. I'm a player, baby, I stay above. I ain't saying I'm better than your boyfriend. The mama mama, let me go, put my arm and joy in. That's what happens when my game's deploying. Somebody's relationship I'm destroying. Look what you get when you get the toying. Thought I was a child, look what you did. Got hit with the sex shooter, called me Slimmy the Kid. I put one in the back, one in the rib. Now you can catch me in the bottom, busting bottles that live. Or you can catch me in the A with my partner Big T. Yeah, Butcher Night Calhoun with me, you dig? Say, you wanna see how a real player live? Money won't roll up, and we won't grow up. And every time we pull up, they just wanna go nuts. Some call it street ball, leather with the heat out. Send me some cut thing, watch the thing screech out. But should've say scratch out, jump up, cash out. Them boys assed out, woke that train just passed out. I'm sitting here chillin' with a bad brow, 30-foot ceiling, boy, I been way past y'all. She singing my last song, baby girl, let's blast off. Tell me what you running from. It's good to get some bubble gum. Think it's just puppy love. I'm a player, baby, I stay above. Tell me what you running from. It's good to get some bubble gum. I think it's just puppy love. I'm a player, baby, I stay above. Just coolin', me and Olivia got a dreamin' like Livia. Keep it easy, baby, no trivia. Gon' live it up, you don't live enough. Work smart, no harm, baby, to spend a buck. Yeah, that Gucci cool, but I like that Louis stuff. Ocean view with the pool, boy, I'm a damn fool. Tell your friend to fall through, everything cool. They can all stay, if we can all play. So rockin' lemonade, mine don't get paid. Say what a day, life in the A. Swerving through the lane, trying to catch another plane. Mine on my beard, stacking mine for the kids. Mine on my end, stacking mine for the crib. Baby wanna go, baby wanna see the show. Tell me what you running from. It's good to get some bubble gum. Think it's just puppy love. I'm a player, baby, I stay above. Tell me what you running from. It's good to get some bubble gum. I think it's just puppy love. I'm a player, baby, I stay above.
Take 'em. Hot Atlanta nights, yeah. Baby in some new hot spikes, yeah. Looking like oh so right, yeah. Looking like we going all night, yeah. Crushed grapes on ice, so just chill, yeah, girl, cause you so real. Dinner time and you my meal. That lovely smile and that slim waist got me looking like I want to taste. Got me feeling like I own the place, yeah. Always on my mind. Day and night, the stars gon' shine. I know you heard that line before. Spit shine, got some minds to blow. Used to be the one that hitting out the door. Now I'm rushing trying to get home, you know?
You make me feel brand new. But is this love really true? You make me feel brand new. Dear God, bless me with you. You make me feel brand new. But is this life really true? You make me feel brand new. Dear God, bless me with you.
Can't you just tell me one more time? Do you really love me? More than any other woman? You tell me. Can't you just tell me one more time? Do you really love me? More than any other woman?
I'm just trying to figure it out. 'Cause my heart is at stake. I gotta be sure what this all about. I can't afford to make another mistake. Or maybe just this one time. This time feels so right. You make me feel something kind of special, which I just can't deny. Baby, you make me feel brand new. Is this love true? You make me feel brand new. Dear God, bless me with you.
Can't you just tell me one more time? Do you really love me? More than any other woman? You tell me. Can't you just tell me one more time? Do you really love me? More than any other woman?
You're listening to iLive Radio. You're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio. iLive Radio.
Are you looking for that feel-good music? The kind of music that makes you want to share with your friends? Then you've been looking for iLive Radio, your #1 source for music lovers worldwide, playing a variety of hits from soul, reggae, gospel, jazz, hip-hop, funk, and everything in between. Download the iLive Radio app now and listen to us when you're on the go. Available on iTunes and the Google Play Store. You can also listen live on TuneIn and Alexa. iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
What's good? This is your girl, Draya Ivy, introducing my new show, Ivy Talks, the dopest podcast coming out of the beautiful city that is Miami, Florida, featuring the best artist interviews, covering the illest events in the city as we propel the culture of hip-hop and R&B. Make sure to check out Ivy Talks each and every Monday from 11 p.m. to midnight on iLive UK, changing the way you